Hi guys, Ancient Warrior back. Welcome back to Prepping USA. If you like what you hear here, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't, oh well. And if you want to be the first kid on your block to find out what craziness we're talking about, hit the subscribe and the bell icon, and we'll warn you. The reason I garden. That was a question asked to me about an hour ago. I garden out of self-defense, out of survival, out of wanting to be healthy. Have you noticed how many young people? You know, I'm closer to 70 than I am 65. Have you noticed how many young people in their 30s and 40s, 20s, 30s and 40s, and early 50s are dying of cancer? You know, the latest one was the guy who played Black Panther, 43 years old. I think his name was Boseman Chadwick, or Chadwick Boseman, so. Excellent actor, excellent. I always thought watching him and some of the stuff he did, I saw 2 or 3 other things other than him playing Black Panther. But he was in 2 or 3 other little movies. And he put life into it. He was, I figured he was going to be another Sidney Poitier, another James Earl Jones. Another great. I figured he would eclipse guys like Denzel Washington, and he was great. And he taught. If you didn't learn something after he died, then you weren't paying attention. You see, during the filming of Civil War and Black Panther, he was being treated for cancer. He'd take his treatments and then go do his job. Tell me that wasn't a dedicated individual. You didn't know he was sick until he passed away. But I digress. The reason I garden is because of a guy named Jules Dervais. In the 70s, well, all through the 70s, 80s, and 90s, he lived out in the LA area. I think, if I remember right, he lived in Pasadena. And he wanted control over what his family ate. Now, with that being said, how did he do it? Well, he took his front yard, backyard, side yard, and turned it into a garden. Did raised beds, and he went to work. He had fruit trees. He had all kinds of produce growing. He raised chickens. And I think I saw where he also raised goats, but I'm not going to confirm that because I don't remember if it was him or somebody else. Gilles Gervais did that. He produced off a city lot over 6,000 pounds a year in produce and food that his family and others could eat. He's long past now. He's a young man, but he died. Another one died of cancer. And it's because he wanted to take control of what his family ate and consumed. Today, they're using chemicals on fruits and vegetables that may or may not wash off, may or may not break down with heat, and may be causing more problems than they're worth. Just like they found out with the cattle back years ago. They started wondering why it seemed like kids were maturing a lot quicker. Then they found out that there was hormones in beef and pork and chicken. If you notice, everybody across the board says hormone free. Just about everybody says antibiotic free, because a few people got sick because they were allergic to certain antibiotics. And have you noticed lately, folks, how many kids have food allergies? It's unheard of how many. It's a growing problem, and we've got to figure out what's causing it. Autism, I don't think it's just one thing creating the autism. I think it's a spectrum of things causing autism. You know, folks, that's the reason I garden. I want clean foods. I do not want stuff in my house that I can't prove where it came from. And right now with most vegetables, I can't prove it. And I'll be telling you, once Mom passes, I'm moving up to either Arizona. I'm either going to go to Arizona or I'm going to go out to Missouri. Get me a 4 or 5 acre place. And I'm going to raise me a few rabbits, a few chickens, and a large garden, and plant fruit trees. So, with that being said, remember, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. I'm the Ancient Warrior, and we're out of here.